Is Friday, April 24th, and today for math, we are moving on in our math book. So everything you learn from now until the end of the school year will be brand new material. It is so important that you watch all of my videos entirely through. That way you know exactly what to do when you're completing independent work. I'll know exactly who does and does not watch my videos based on your responses to online work, because if your answers don't make any sense, then obviously you didn't watch my videos. So it's super, super important to watch so you get good grades. All right, Unit 7, Activity 6, identifying perpendicular lines within a figure. Today's objective. Students will be able to identify perpendicular lines in a given shape, and your DOL is a math online assignment. Like I said, everything gets graded. When you submit it, I grade it. So make sure you're actually trying your very, very best and watching my videos. So first, let's do a quick angle review because it's been a while. So let's start at the left with an acute angle. An acute angle, something I taught you was they're so cute, they're the smallest angle, okay? And the word cute is in acute. And an acute angle is smaller than 90 degrees. It's smaller than a right angle. The example shown on this slide is 62 degrees, and obviously 62 is less than 90. So an acute angle is an angle that's less than 90 degrees. And then we have our right angle, which is our perfect L. And I know this is probably the best one we're working with, and this is the one we're working with today. Okay, we're looking for lines that make right angles today. And that measures perfectly at 90 degrees. And then an obtuse angle. An obtuse angle is an angle that measures greater than 90 degrees, and the example shown is 135 degrees, so that's way bigger than 90 degrees. But today our main focus is our right angle. What is a perpendicular line? That's a really big fourth grade word, perpendicular. Feel free to try to say that out loud. Perpendicular, okay? What is it? Perpendicular lines are two lines that intersect at a right angle, or a perfect L. And intersect means they meet at a certain point. So if we go back to our angle slide, you can see the two rays. When they meet at the vertex, they create a perfect angle. Those two rays are perpendicular to each other. And I'm going to show us a teacher model. Okay, teacher model 1, identify the perpendicular lines in the shape below. Perpendicular lines are two lines that intersect and form a right angle. We have learned that a right angle is a 90-degree angle and also looks like a capital L. The shape I am looking at has three different line segments. We need to look at where these line segments intersect or meet with one another. We need to look at the corners of the shape. Okay, let's start by looking at the top corner. And I'm circling it. Let's look at that. Do these lines that I'm highlighting, do these two lines appear to create a right angle? Is that corner a perfect L? It looks like an acute angle. So those two lines that I highlighted do not intersect and form a right angle, which means they are not perpendicular. Let's look at this angle. I'm not sure if that's right. Let's see with the highlighter. Do these two lines come together to make a perfect L? Now that it's highlighted and I circled the corner, those two green lines cannot be perpendicular because when they meet at this corner, they do not form a perfect right angle. And now let's look at our last corner. Do those two blue lines highlighted meet to form a perfect L? To me, that looks like a perfect L. Let's see if I can erase that so you guys can see. So if you're looking at that corner, you see that these two blue lines that I had highlighted, they intersect and they make a perfect right angle. Therefore, these two sides are perpendicular to each other. Okay? You're just choosing two lines that when they meet, they form a perfect L. How do I get this away? Okay. Whoa, let me fix this. Okay. Now, we're looking at this shape, and looking at this figure right away, we can determine that some of these line segments are not perpendicular. But which segments are not perpendicular lines? Well, segment A and segment C are not perpendicular because they do not touch each other, so they'll never meet up with each other. And same for D and B. They are across from each other. They will never touch each other, so they cannot be perpendicular. Now we need to figure out which two lines can be perpendicular. Well, using my highlighter, I can see that A and D meet at a perfect right angle, so they're perpendicular. I see A and B are perpendicular because they meet at a perfect right angle. I can see D and C meet at a perfect right angle. They must be perpendicular. And same with B and C. So if a question is asking you which lines are perpendicular, you're just listing the two lines. So A and D are perpendicular. D and C are perpendicular. A and B are perpendicular. B and C are perpendicular. Those are just all the lines that come together and meet at a right angle. Okay, and you can always rewatch this video to see how I got my answers. Your independent work today is your math online assignment on Google Docs. You must complete all problems in order to get full credit for them. And you need to try your best, and you need to watch my videos so you know exactly what to do. I hope everyone has a great Friday and an even better weekend.